Hello, it's Jim Games, and in this video I'm gonna explain to you how branch and conditions work. So yeah, let's get started. I have added this branch node to here, to the begin play of the third person character, and I will now explain to you how this works. So this is basically a thing that checks if the given condition is true or false. Okay? So for example, we can have a Boolean variable which can be called, this is just for demonstration purposes, but this can be like can jump, can run, can punch, or whatever, can fly. And if you connect this to here, and if you check that from here, it's set to false. So it will execute from the false pin. So I can actually connect these just to show you. So now it is on false. So let's see. You can see it's printing false to here. Okay. Then if we set it to true, it will of course execute from the true. So you can see true. Okay. And you can also add different kind of variables to here. You can use you can, for example, check with the can do something, which can be like can run. And then you can also check, you can get the AND Boolean. You can check, for example, we have this can do something else, which can be whatever you want. Now it's checking that both of these variables have to be true. If they are not true, if they are true, it will of course execute from here. But for example, if this can do something is true, can do something else is false, it will execute from the false. Okay? But then we also have a OR Boolean, which is so if whichever of these is true, it will execute from the true. So if they both are false, then it will only execute from the false. So if can do something is false, can do something else is true, it will be execute from the true, and other way around. So if either one of these is true, it will execute from the true. Otherwise, if both are false, then it will execute from the false. Okay. Then we also have I can delete this. So can do something. If this is, for example, can run, okay, we can also get from here and get a not Boolean. It will basically turn it around. So now can do something not if we connect this to here. So can run not if we can't run. So if this is false, like this, then it will execute from the true. And if this is true, so we can run, then it will execute from the false. So it will basically turn it around. So yeah, I think you get it already. And yeah, we can also use different kind of variables. For example, we can use integer. I have created this points variable to here, so we can get it. But here you have to get some. For example, you can check if this is equal. So if the points are equal to something, then it will execute from the true, and if it's not, it will execute from the false. That's actually not the best case, because points, usually you want to check if the points are greater or equal. So for example, if your points are 100 and something, for example, what you want to buy is 200, then now let's see, it will say false because we don't have the needed points. But if we increase our points to 200, now we have the exact amount. Let's see, it will say true. So yeah, and also we can check, for example, points needed. We can get other variable which tells you the price. So let's make this points needed like 200, and our points already are on the 200. So it will check. It is basically the same thing as before, but now you're comparing your variable to your other variable. And now, because our points are 200 and points needed is 200, it will print true, like this. Okay, but you can also do other things from here. So, for example, you can have a integer variable integer variable called player standing state or whatever state, and you want to, for example, use it if when the player is standing, you can make the value 1, and when he's crouching, for example, you can make it to 0. So you can get from here, you want to check, for example, if it's equal to 0. So if 0 is crouch, if it's equal to 0, then you will execute something that you want to execute when you're crouching. When it's not, and if you have only two states, when it's 1, then it will execute from the false. Or you can turn this around by making this 1. So when it's 1, it will execute from here. And when it's not 1, and in this case, if we only have two numbers that we are using, then the 0 is the other. So it will execute from here. So yeah, I think that was all for this video. If you like what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe for more. And I also have a pretty long, over 100 episodes long Call of Duty Zombies tutorial series. So if you are into that kind of things, yeah, go check it out. And yeah, I hope you have a great day and see you on the next one.